Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear listeners, from wherever you've tuned into this channel all over the world. Welcome to Verdict TV. The news updates. Barely 4 days after Northern Group asked Tīnùbu not to release Nnamdi Kanus, see the shocking warning IPOB gives Tīnùbu. You are welcome to this news, and thank you for tuning in to this channel. But please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Please carefully listen to the end. IPOB, also known as the indigenous people of Biafra, have issued a warning to the Nigerian government, pleading with them not to retain their leader, Nnamdi Kanus, and warning that doing so would bring the country to its knees. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, issued this caution in a message that was posted on their website. The threat was made by Ima Powerful, a representative for the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, in response to a request from the Coalition of Northern Group, CNG. President Bola Tīnùbu was persuaded to stop releasing Kanus by this appeal. As a result of their efforts to prevent Tīnùbu from releasing Kanus, the Northern Alliance is referred to as clueless by Powerful. This was in reaction to the efforts of the Northern Coalition. Powerful called the coalition's attention to the fact that Kanus' case had been dismissed and acquitted by an Abuja-based appeals court in a statement that he signed, and he asked Tīnùbu to order Kanus' release. Powerful signed the declaration to certify its accuracy. In order to protect Nigerians' interests, he pleaded with Tīnùbu to listen to the Nigerians who have been begging him to free the IPOB leader. He also asked Tīnùbu to follow their recommendations. He sent a dire warning to the group, threatening that we will shred what is left of their relevance if they did not take steps to stop Kanus from being imprisoned, which was against the law and the constitution. Powerful claims that the Headers Coalition of Northern Group, CNG, who are encouraging the Nigerian president to let the legal system take its course, are so illiterate that they are unaware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanus has already been released and found not guilty by the Appeal Court of Nigeria in Abuja. The President of Nigeria is being asked by CNG to give the judicial system time to do its work. The Nigerian government is acting in a way that is considered to be illegal under both Nigerian law and international law. If Nigeria refused to be a democratic nation and release our leader, and if they demanded a referendum that was supervised by the United Nations, IPOB, as a legitimate and non-violent movement, would legally sink Nigeria both domestically and globally. If they demand a United Nations supervised referendum and refuse to be a democratic nation and release our leader, the sooner this administration eats the counsel of fair-minded people throughout the globe and unconditionally release Kanus and pays him the compensation as ordered by the Abuja Court of Appeal and Umuahia High Court, the better it would be for everyone, according to the lawyer of Kanus' legal team. If the coalition of northern bandits gets their way and Mazi Nnamdi Kanus is imprisoned illegally for an endless period of time, then Nigeria and all of its supporters will perish with the sheep. The sooner this government eats the advice of reasonable people around the world and unconditionally release Kanus and pays him the compensation, as the Abuja Court of Appeal and Umuahia High Court ruled. Mazi Nnamdi Kanus the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, whereby different people have called for the release of Kanus, and he has not been released despite the fact that the Court of Appeal and Umaya High Court has ruled that he should be released. And the coalition of northern groups who had called on the president not to release Nnamdi. So the IPOB has replied to their statement that if Nnamdi is not released when he's supposed to be released, then Nigerians and all of their supporters should be ready to sink. They should be ready to perish with the ship, because they will not take it lightly with Nigerians and the federal government, because this is just an illegal imprisonment of their leader, even after the courts has ruled that he should be released. So they are issuing a warning to the Nigerian government, pleading with them not to retain their leader, and warning that if they do so, they are going to bring the country to its knees, because this is their leader that is being in the detention of the DSS for 2 years now without being released. And they're making it known that the coalition northern bandits, who are headers, and they should not interfere, because they have referred to them as clueless, that they should not put their mouth in the issue of Kanus, because Kanus have already been issued a release order, but they decided not to. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view to this? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.